So beginning of this year, we had the chance to visit a place that I always dreamed of. At the far east corner of Indonesia and right in the heart of the so-called Coral Triangle, this special place is home to the highest marine biodiversity on Earth. With over 1,000 different species of fish and almost 600 different coral species, it's no wonder that this place is often called the last paradise. So after nearly 10 years of diving, I finally made it to Raja Ampat, a place famous for its pristine dive sites, but also for its remote location. Getting to Raja Ampat is notoriously difficult. After arriving in Indonesia, we first had to take a flight from Bali to Sorong, covering about 1,800 kilometers, which is the same distance between Berlin to Madrid or New York to Miami. In Sorong, we then got picked up by Iris, a good friend of mine and one of the organizers of this trip. We then had to board a ferry, which took another 3 hours to get us to Waisai, where we finally saw our new home for the next 10 days, a boat called Ratu Laut, which means Queen of the Sea. We also met Wendy, the course director of this trip, and her and Iris put together the route for the next 10 days, hitting some of the most famous dive areas here in Raja Ampat, like Misol, Cape Cree or Melissa's Garden. Finally on the boat, we couldn't wait to hit the waters and see what Raja Ampat has to offer. After getting our cameras ready, it was finally time for our first dive. After exploring the beauty of Raja's underwater world, it was time to discover it from the sky. Finally, our journey through Raja Ampat came close towards its end. But there was one last spot that I had to visit, a small island called Arborek, which lays in the middle of the Dampier Strait. Thanks to its central location, it's close by to some famous dive sites like Mayhem or Manta Ridge. But more importantly, it's also the home to a good friend of mine, Matt. The last time we saw each other was 2 years ago when we finished our dive masters together in Komodo. I was very excited to finally meet him again and to discover his home in paradise, where he works as a scuba instructor for an NGO called Barefoot Conservation. We spent the next couple days with catching up on life, and he also showed me his favorite dive sites around the island. I also learned a lot about the culture of the West Papuans, and it was a truly amazing finale for this trip. I want to give a big thank you to Wendy and Iris for organizing this amazing trip. If you're interested to experience Raja Ampat the same way as we did, they're actually running another trip in the end of this year. I will leave their contact details in the description. And finally, a big thank you to you for watching the whole film. It means a lot to me. I put a lot of passion into this project and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you hit the subscribe button to stay updated for future travel films. And yeah, thank you. And also see you in the next one. Bye.